Ever heard of the First Punic War? Yeah, Carthage lost big time. They owed Rome a ton of money and couldn't even pay their own mercenaries. So what did the mercenaries do? They revolted, sparking a brutal mercenary war. While Carthage was busy fighting its own soldiers, Rome saw a golden opportunity. They swooped in and snatched the islands of Sardinia and Corsica. Just like that, the Carthaginians were furious. First, a humiliating defeat, and now this. Rome was practically daring them to start another war. To get back on their feet, Carthage needed money, and fast. Enter Hamilcar Barca, a military genius and hero of the last war. His plan: go to Spain, conquer the land, mine its silver, and pay back the Romans. But secretly, Hamilcar was plotting revenge. He even took his 9-year-old son, Hannibal, with him, raising him to despise Rome with every fiber of his being. He literally made his son swear an oath to never be a friend of Rome. Talk about intense parenting. In Spain, Hamilcar carved out a personal empire, sending tons of silver back to Carthage. Hannibal grew up on the battlefield, learning from his father and becoming a brilliant commander himself. But tragedy struck. Hamilcar drowned during a battle. A few years later, his successor was assassinated, leaving a 26-year-old Hannibal in charge of the entire Carthaginian army in Spain. The men adored him. He was their leader, ready to follow him anywhere. With a loyal army and his father's thirst for vengeance burning inside him, Hannibal was a powder keg waiting for a spark. And that spark came from a city called It was south of a river treaty line, technically in Carthage's territory. But Saguntum made an alliance with Rome. Hannibal saw this as a direct challenge, an act of Roman arrogance. Rome dared him to attack, practically goading him into it. So he did. After an 8-month siege, he sacked the city. This was the final straw. A Roman delegation went to Carthage and demanded they hand over Hannibal. Carthage refused. The Roman senator held up his toga and said, "I hold here both peace and war. Choose!" The Carthaginians shot back, "You choose." And just like that, the senator declared, "Then I choose war." The Second Punic War had begun. Rome expected an easy fight. They planned to invade Carthage and Spain, figuring Hannibal would play defense. But Hannibal had a much crazier, much bolder idea. He told his men, "We're going to cross the Alps." His plan was to surprise Rome by invading Italy from the north. It was a massive gamble. The journey through the mountains was brutal. His army faced freezing cold, starvation, and attacks from local tribes. Men and elephants fell from icy cliffs. By the time they reached Italy, his army of nearly 100,000 had shrunk to just 26,000 exhausted soldiers. But Hannibal wasn't done. He was now in enemy territory, and his plan was to rally the local Celtic tribes who hated Rome to join his cause. His first act: wiping out a tribe that refused to join him. The message was clear: fear me more than you fear Rome. The Romans were shocked. But looking at Hannibal's battered army, they weren't too worried. They had no idea. They had just let a military monster into their backyard, a monster who was about to unleash one of the most legendary campaigns in history. Thanks for watching. Follow for more.